We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Adam Greenberg attempts to climb the National League batting leaderboard. Next. Elvis Valencia gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Stepping up now, Adam Greenberg. He's been swinging a very hot bat so far this year and currently finds himself in second place on the leaderboard as he strives for that batting title.
And I'm guaranteeing you he's fully aware of how many hits it's going to take for him to overtake that #1 spot. He's got his eye on the top spot in batting average.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting first, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry. First at bat for him here, and he enters play 7th in the National League in round trippers.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And he was rewarded for his incredible first half with an invite to the Midsummer Classic. Always an honor.
He's been so consistent all year. His timing, just his presence in the box. It doesn't look like this is going away anytime soon. Probably going to battle for a batting title the rest of the way.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
2 balls and a strike now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. And he's really continued to look great in the second half of the season. Over the last 10 games, hitting over 300.
No surprise this guy found himself in the All-Star game in the Midsummer Classic. He absolutely had a monster first half. He was almost a certain lock to represent his team at that game. Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. To the plate now, Freddie Santiago. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A ball and a strike. And looking at his post-All-Star break performance, his pace has slowed down a bit, but not to the point where there's any real reason for concern just yet.
Yeah, he's certainly slowed. His timing looks a little bit off these last 10 games, but still finding a way to work that one knock a night in there and keep everybody off his back. I think he figures it out pretty quick here.
The count now at 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. Straight up, as this is right around home plate. Townsend is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Justin Steele is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Stepping in, Jason McKnight. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Phillies, the center fielder, Jason.
Here's the pitch.
McKnight.
A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Embry retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Barry Hubble.
Striding into the box, Barry Hubble has been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. One 1-0 pitch is a changeup that runs high, 2-0. Now the pitch. Jim Snyder waits on deck. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the left fielder, Jim.
Standing in,
Snyder.
Jim Snyder. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Fouled away. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder is on the move, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Rick Haskett.
Coming to the plate now, Rick Haskett. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And he takes a called strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. He's ready now. The pitch to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still no score. Here's Ben Zobrist now, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Ben Zobrist.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing called strike 0-1. Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Into the box, Ryan Buckner. So we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Zobrist on at first, nobody out. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. From the stretch. Popped him up. Townsend is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting 7th, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Back outside.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try and do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Jimmy Grimes, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And despite his success with the bat this year, he's going through a really tough stretch in recent games, batting under the Mendoza line over his last 10.
Yeah, he struggled the last 10 games, no doubt about it, but the sample size in the first half is too big. It's only going to take one swing for him to get right back on track.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Justin Steele, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way.
Ball, that's too high.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The 2-1 pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 2-2. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through, a base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
Into the box now, Adam Greenberg. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In his career, Greenberg is hitting over 330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
Matty, this is the type of player that absolutely frustrates a pitching staff and frustrates the defense because you know the ball's getting put in play at all times.
Now the 2-0. Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate, Pete Armstrong, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
The 1-0 delivery. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made. And here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
At the plate, J.C. Embry, 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
3 runs already home here. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Too high, ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 3 and the Phillies nothing. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in now the always dangerous third baseman Manny Machado.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out to center field. Greenberg is right there, and very quickly one gone.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Paul Michaels.
So stepping in, Paul Michaels. He drove in 2 of their 3 runs in that ball game yesterday. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1.
Nope.
Inside and low, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Into the box now, Raymond Townsend. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopper to short, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And another foul ball. The next 0-2.
Ball that's outside.
Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Third home run for him on the year, and the Phils have cut it to a 3-2 game now.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
So now to the plate, Juan Manuel. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Manuel, once a Toronto Blue Jay, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Still only one out in the inning. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two is a changeup that misses 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
The pitcher, Elvis Valencia, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way, and they elect to have the pitcher bunt with one gone as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The center fielder, number 10, Jason McKnight.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jason McKnight, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
0-1's the count.
2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
The set and the 1-1. This is skied into short left center. Armstrong is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Freddie Santiago. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's it.
Santiago is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Settling in now, Ben Zobrist. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up.
Sometimes for a first baseman, the best thing you do is just go ahead and tag the guy like that. Hey, there's a lot more that can go wrong when you try to throw to the pitcher or the second baseman covering.
So striding forward now, Ryan Buckner. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Swing hard liner to left center, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Jason Kipnis is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. High in the air into shallow left center. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Pulled toward right center field. Here's the center fielder. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Stepping in, Barry Hubble. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Barry Hubble.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground toward the left. Zobrist is able to get there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central. Standing in, Jim Snyder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. At the plate now, Rick Haskett, as he'll take a look at ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 1 out and a runner on second base. To third. Taken in by Zobrist. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Manny Machado. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set and the pitch. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To 1-2 now. One and two. Here it is. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Phillies strand 1. They're down 3-2. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Justin Steele. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. We mentioned his position in the batting race earlier in the game, and with a batting average above the 400 mark over his last 10 games, it's a little scary to think that he might be getting better as the season wears on.
Yeah, you watch this guy knock the donut off the bat. He strides to the plate with nothing but confidence, and rightfully so. He's been swinging a hot bat lately. Last 10 games really has turned it up a notch.
And now a pitch on the way.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Greenberg. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Barehanded on the move. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
To the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Here's the 1-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, number 11 for him on the season, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
In now, J.C. Embry, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Here's the pitch.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Back-to-back homers. Solo shot to right center, and that is 27 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So they do pick up the out here, but with 6 runs home against them already, it's not going to help out the team ERA by any stretch of the imagination. And as you see, they rank down near the bottom of the NL in that department. Ready once again, Ben Zobrist. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Softly hit here to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front, 6-2. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Paul Michaels.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Santiago is in a few steps as he takes it for the first down.
Now batting, catcher, Raymond Townsend.
Stepping into the box, Raymond Townsend. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. 2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Juan Manuel waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Inside, he misses, ball 4.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
So striding in, Juan Manuel. He drew a walk his first time up. Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Inside, ball one.
That was the 63rd pitch in 3 1/3 innings. I'm sure this guy wanted to keep that pitch count a lot lower than where it's at right now.
That's wide, 2-0.
Hey.
2-1.
I got 2-1 to count.
He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. Might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Number 21 will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. First and second now, 1 man out. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
Hey, that's okay. You can look at that a bunch of different ways. That's a well-executed pitch and count leverage, a nice breaking ball he snapped over, or you can look at it as a respect factor thing. He does not want to challenge you in a big spot.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jason McKnight. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
On its way is pitch number 75. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
From the belt, the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Barry Hubble, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Phillies leave him loaded. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Kevin Vizcaíno will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his third game this season.
Kevin Vizcaíno.
So digging in now, Jason Kipnis. He flew out in his last at bat.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the at bat.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Now the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike three. Townsend is after it, but he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Digging in, Jimmy Grimes. Here's the first pitch to him.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
Now the 0-1.
Ball. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there, base hit.
The pitcher, number 35, Justin Steele.
Stepping in now, Justin Steele, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Comes set and the 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 0-2 delivery. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to fall for a base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Adam Greenberg. Now, despite the matchup against some typically formidable pitching, he has already turned in a multi-hit performance.
That's why this guy's an absolute monster. He doesn't discriminate. You put a good guy out on the mound, he finds a way to work his knocks in, and he feasts on the 3-4-5s. Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
6 runs, double the amount of hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Towards second. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in now, Pete Armstrong, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
And in that last at bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Ball one to start the at bat. Runners are at first and third, one away. Ball two.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Ground ball left side. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's an 8-2 game.
Number 7.
Boy, talking about having a game, D-Row, with that knock right there, his 4th RBI of this game.
Yeah, you put your key in the ignition to drive home after this one. You got a nice smile on your face as you check out the rearview mirror. 4 ribeye steaks does not happen often.
So now to the plate, J.C. Embry, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Embry carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Runners are at first and second with one away. And there's ball two now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
The 2-2 one more time.
Count is 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Standing in now, Freddie Santiago. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one.
No strike.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Left fielder giving chase, and they can't run it down.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-2. Soft liner to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Jerome Lawler gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Lawler.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The 1-0. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 base hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs are on top 9-2. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder, Jim Snyder.
First offering on its way. Jim Snyder is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Rick Haskett. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here now the 2-2.
3-2.
In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Machado. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly. It's been a treat to watch.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Ready now, Ryan Buckner. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Ball one.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. That evens it up 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Kipnis.
To the plate now, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home. Gets by him, a swinging strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Jimmy Grimes.
So in now for Chicago, Jimmy Grimes. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Paul Michaels. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
So 1-1.
Hey. No, that's down.
breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Raymond Townsend.
Now in the box, Raymond Townsend. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Fouled away. The 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
High and deep down the left field line, and that's going to land foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
The Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Willie Peralta enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
39, Willie Peralta.
Juan Manuel will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Here's the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. Good job going down and hanging with it that time.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
He'll try again, 1-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Bill Reeves will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Bill Reeves.
And that misses for ball one. 268 the average for him coming in. 10 home runs and 36 RBIs. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. 2 out with the man at first. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now.
1 strike, the count.
Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Jason McKnight is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. Peralta pauses. Here comes the pitch.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
The 2-0 on the way.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Almost big trouble there, but he'll wind up stranding 2 as the side is retired. Chris Varela enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Chris Varela.
Jesse Padilla is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Padilla.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 16 homers and 38 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Townsend. And the throw is there to record the first out. The next Cub up, Adam Greenberg. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And case in point why he's one of the best bats in the business as he's aboard for the third time today.
He has had so many multi-hit games this year. Why are we surprised he mixed in another 3-hit performance? I expect this guy to finish strong and fight for the batting title up until his last at bat.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Hubble backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Digging in the switch hitter, J.C. Embry. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Haskett is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Luke Little gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Barry Hubble.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Little has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, Matty V, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Jim Snyder, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Two balls and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's in there on the black. 2-1. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Rick Haskett. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, 1-2 now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Santiago.
The right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
First offering on its way.
Ball one, no strike.
Pitch on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Stepping into the box, Ben Zobrist. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. Now that's popped up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the 0-1.
Hey! I got the count. 0-2.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
So now to the plate, Jason Kipnis, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing because this has become a three-ring circus.
So following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And next to hit is the catcher, Jimmy Grimes. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Now the 2-1.
Hey!
Two down, runners at first and second. Still even at 2-2. grounded to first. Fielded cleanly, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, but they hold a 9-2 lead. And in steps Manny Machado. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Armstrong has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting second baseman, Paul Michael.
Ready for another chance, Paul Michaels. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Count is 1-2 now. Fastball well outside. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate, Raymond Townsend. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Now the 0-2 pitch. Another one sent foul. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Into the box, Juan Manuel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Here comes the 1-0.
That's ball two.
A runner on first with 2 away. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
From the belt, the pitch.
Yeah.
Three-two, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Kipnis is there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jose Villegas will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. James Miles is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Sammy Sosa will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A ball and a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 1-1 home. Is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
A high fastball is in there.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
The 2-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Greenberg.
To the plate now, Adam Greenberg. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Swinging a soft liner. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit. And he's now secured his 4th knock of the day. Even for him, this has been a great performance at the plate.
Warning, warning, somebody wants a batting title. People better wake up. Guys around him, they're going to check the box score and start to panic a little bit. A 4-knock game is pretty special.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over, and he's back standing. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball one. Throw over to first, and the runner back easily. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he's back in standing. Runner at first here, one man out. Count remains 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two out with the man at first. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Billy Palmer takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 25, Billy Palmer.
In now, James Miles starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Kipnis, and that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 10, Jason McKnight.
At the plate, Jason McKnight, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. One out, nobody on. Line hard to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter number 9, shortstop, Barry Hubble.
Now at the plate, Barry Hubble. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
Chopped up the line to first, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Philly down to their last strike. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, he's digging for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
At the plate now, Jim Snyder, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 1-0.
Ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
2 out here and a runner at second. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Hey, guys, I understand it right there. The third base coach has got to hold them up. They're down by a lot of runs right now. No reason to risk getting a guy thrown out at home in this situation.
In now, Rick Haskett, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Misses, ball 2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Catch is made, and the Cubs have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Justin Steele earns his 6th winning decision in this one, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Elvis Valencia permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
First for the victorious Chicago Cubs,